Hi, my name is Engracia Sleeswijk, and I'm having a bit problems with the um, live stream. But hey, my name is Engracia Sleeswijk, and I'm here to talk about be positive, not crazy. I I'm living in the Netherlands, and I'm a coach, and I've been a coach for the last 20 years, and I help people to redesign their lives because as often it showed that we are forced to make life decisions when we're preteens or careers and the study direction. We have to decide that when we're preteens. And that's a very strange thing. So people grow up to be adults, and what happens is that it's almost impossible for them to find their sweet spot, as I call it. And that's what I'm specialized in. The way I do it is because is through business models, because I believe that factual information will help you get there, and that's what my topic is about. To handle life's challenges in a balanced way. And yes, emotions are very useful because they give us direction about what we need to change still. But it's when you look at the business world, excuse me, you notice that people don't value emotions to a standard that they make decisions off of them. What they do is they work factual. Business is factual. Life is factual. You either have or you have not. You have money or you don't. You grow or you don't. It's factual. And just being positive in an emotional way does a disservice to such a nice function we have. Because what it does is it gives us a coping mechanism, and basically we cope out of life. And because of that, what happens is that we fantasize while we are basically with our feet at the ground. So what I want to talk about, excuse me, what I want to talk about is how to balance that. When you look at the business part, I'm sorry. When you look at the business part you notice that people always have a mission statement. And this mission statement is almost like a war cry, you know? We are the best and we will conquer the world. And, you know, it's stuff like that. They say and they use powerful language. What they don't do is say, and we would love for you to join us. No, they say, we are this and that, and you better join us. You know, what I want you to think about is not to be a CEO like a CEO of a bigger company. Maybe you have ambitions to do so. But what I would love to do for you or with you is to show you that everything, so even your little business as they call it, or your blog, or whatever you are doing in life, has a system and a structure. So that means that if you are somebody who says, I'm just doing my thing, your business or your career will have the same tone to it. What's important is that people always have to follow the rules. And if you're not a rule person, I understand. But even the plants follow a certain structure to get to growth. And in this day and age, it's maybe killing not to follow rules, and by rules I mean your own rules, and figure out who you are. So we're not going to change the world. We're going to change yourself. And changing yourself means that you have the ability to know that within whatever circumstance, that you can be the solid part, the factual part of the situation. You are in charge. So therefore, it's important that you learn to see and look at the world in a strategic way. And that means that you do as the strategizers do. Like I said, they go about things factual. That means that if you are in a situation, it's important for you to figure out, where am I? Where am I? Not what do I hope to achieve? No, where am I? So that means that there are three things that you always have to have. You have to look at the resources you have. You have to look at the capabilities you have, and you have to look about the timing you have. And timing is a big thing, because if you think that you can launch everything at a certain time, that's not true. In a certain time, the things are launched, things are built, things grow, and things are accepted. In the meantime, you need to have adaptability, as they say it, flexibility, to try 100, 1,000,000, 1,000 things every time and in every way, and be able to be satisfied with just that little step. So instead of dreaming of positivity, first step is to hold your grounds, hold your feet to the ground, and know and decipher, where am I? The second part is that we're going to look, where are we want to go? Where do we want to go? Where do we want to go? It's important for you to think about the results. And that's almost like a cliche, but if you think about the results, it's important for you to think about why you want a certain result. What will it bring you? Why do you want it? Do you only want it because the neighbor has it? Or do you want it because there is a deep-seated desire in your heart to do so? So it's important for you to think about why you want things, because otherwise you will copy the neighbor, and then you will copy all his faults and all the faults of his neighbors, and you will be confronted with problems that you don't know the origin of. So it's important for you to make sure that you don't copy people, because otherwise you will copy their faults, and you will not be able to figure out where to look, what to change, and how to change. Now that's a messed up place to be in, because if you are in a place where people are judging you about something, and you are not capable of helping yourself, then basically you're lost. In this day and age, you are supposed to be able to help yourself first. That long phone call with a girlfriend will not help you. You have to help yourself. So the first part is check out where you are. Second part is, where do you want to go, and what do you want to achieve, and why do you want to achieve it? The third part is that you have to have respect for the game, as I call it. Life is a game, and you have to know how to play it. So if you want to play a game, you have to know the rules of the game. And one of life's rules is, you're going to go up, then you're going to go down, and then you're going to go up again. We call them life cycles, and when you read about it, you think about, oh yes, I understand. Yeah, that's how it works, until you're in a downtime. When you get into a downtime, do not panic. Do not get crazy. Do not hope for things. Just get to work. Get to work. So, what this means is that you decipher, where am I? What do I have to do? Who do I need? Who do I need to talk to? Do I need to change something about myself? Do I need to change something about the situation? Decipher where the problem lays. Don't sit and hope, because sitting and hoping will not get you there. That's what I call crazy. Irrational, not being able to see the facts from what is happening, from your dream. And I'm the first one to, thank you, Tandy. I'm the first one to think about all the things you want to achieve. I mean, that's my sweet spot. I love getting people there. But before we get there, we need to figure out where we stand. Well, respect the game. Know where you are. Know the rules. One of the other rules is that you need luggage with you, people. You need luggage, and luggage means that you need the right capabilities and you need the right attitude. And the attitude means that you are not moody. That means that today you are up, you're getting it, everything is going fine. And then tomorrow you wake up in a state and everything is bad. You know, I'm not a doctor, but doctors say that means you're close to bipolar, and they say it, I didn't, they say. But it's important to expect the right things and work on them daily. You cannot and will not succeed if you think that the way you feel in a certain way will get you factual information, will get you a result. There is a science to it. That means that every day, in every way, you follow the step. All it takes is one step. One step. Then you have to be, and I know dreamers hate this, you have to do a reality check. So if you can't sing, like me, I can't sing. Even if it would save my life, I cannot sing. So that means that if I had to sing, and my dream is to be the next, you call it, fill it in, there is a point where maybe I should ask myself, is it realistic? Will it happen in this way? Or maybe I can help somebody else who knows how to sing to get there. You see, sometimes we are focused at the results, and the results are so vivid that we are aiming only for the results, and that's a good thing. But realism will help you to put your feet to the ground again, be factual, and look at things as they are, not as you wish them to be. So the reason why I thought I would talk about this is because I noticed that we have splendid women. I mean, women with balls, bosses as they call it. And then they turn into this emotional bundle, and they think that because they are emotional, it's okay. You have the right that if something goes wrong, you can have a temper tantrum for 5 seconds. Yes, I said seconds. It's important that you keep your image high. People need to trust you. And your wavering moods can make that, even though you are skilled, even though you have talent, even though people are believing in you, this wavering, today this, tomorrow that, will make people insecure, and people don't invest in you when you're several people at the same time. So it's important that you realize that the tantrum is normal and you can have it, but it's important that you you take charge of the tantrum and you make sure that you fix the situation. How do you fix it? You have to check the system. You have to check the structure. Where am I? Where do I want to go? What steps do I have to take? Do I leave something? Do I take something on? So it's important that you do that evaluation all the time. Another thing on the road to success is that when you have a little win, as we call it, yeah, you put it on internet and you're like, we have a win. And it's, wins are important. But celebrate and get back to work. You don't have the luxury to enjoy the win when the goal and the end result is not reached yet. So it's important for you to make sure that you win, you celebrate, and you get back to work. Don't get drunk on your own supply. It's just a win. One. That's what a business CEO is doing. He has ambition in the future, and what he says is, we will reach X amount of goals. And that's okay. But then he comes back, the we will do that is an ambition. And then he comes back, and what he does, he breaks it up in little projects, and to each project, he puts a time and a date. When in that time frame, this will happen. In that time frame, that will happen. And each and every project brings you to the end result. The same goes for you, my friend. Same goes for you. You win with one project, and then the other one starts right away. Right away. So what that means for you is that you have to cultivate your attitude to winning or losing, either one of them, and then get back to work. So how do you do that? How do you put yourself in a state that you have to get back to work? You need to know how to manage yourself, manage your circumstances, manage the people around you. That means that if you have a friend and she is the let's go get lunch friend and you have a lot to do, it's important that you, when you want to reach goals, that is not the friend. So you need to find out a lot of friends to reach several goals. Okay? To reach goals, you have to be able to write things down in a structured way. Write it down. Think about the vision before you implement it. You cannot implement it and do it at the same time if you don't have a red line, as we call it, on how to do that. So first we're going to write it down. We're going to write it down, and then we're going to see if it's realistic, if we have the capabilities, if we know what to do. A side effect of positivity thinking these days is that people want to manifest. They want to manifest, and the focus is more on the manifestation than on, getting there. The work will not go away. The work will stay, and the work will make sure that you keep busy. And sometimes you've reached the goal and you don't know. The time flight, everything went crazy, and you reached the goal, and somebody else have to tell you, hey, you've reached the goal. What do? We are positive, not crazy, we celebrate, and then we go back to work. Now, why is it so important to get back to work? Why is it so important to stay in that mode? Uh, life will keep you distracted if you give it a chance. So it's important that you realize that having fun or celebrate the win is important, but it's also the way to be distracted and stay distracted. What do when you get distracted? Because that will happen. It's normal. It's one of the dips of life, one of the life cycles of life. You have to figure out this is still the road. Nothing has changed. This is still the result I want to have. Nothing has changed. So then we reroute. And then we figure out, okay, where do I stand? What do I do? With who do I do it? Do I have to leave something behind? Do I have to carry something with me? So it's important that you have to have the adaptability, as they call it, to reroute and reroute and reroute and reroute to get to the destination. Somebody says, I'm not attached to the route, and that's a perfect attitude to have. Not to be attached to the route, to the result, is the best way to get to the result, because then it doesn't matter if one way doesn't work. No, your attitude says, I have to do it, I have to work in a certain way, and all I have to do is reroute and reroute and reroute and reroute. So how do we deal with people around us while we're rerouting? Because they don't see it as rerouting. They see it as failure. Are you afraid to fail? Then this life is not for you, because you will fail. The hopes and the dreams can be so clear, but you will fail. That's one fact that you have to write down. You will fail, and you will fail in public. I can tell you, I did it. I failed several times, and life didn't give me the luxury to do it in private. I had to do it in public. And I had the haters, the mockers, and all of those people who are satisfied with where they are. God bless them. And they will laugh at you, and it will hurt. So how do you come back from failure? Did you get it? You check where you are. You reroute. You know what to add, what to leave behind, and you make another plan. That's how it works. You make another plan every time you make another plan. And you don't broadcast it to everybody, no, because it's your plan. So it's important for you to know that failure is part of the process. Failure will get you to your next success. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to fail. You will fail, and you will have the cries, and you will have the highs, and it's all part of the process. That's what I do. That's what I discuss with people who are willing to listen to me, willing to see my perspective on things, and willing to be positive, not crazy. I do have an offer for you, and if you want to talk to me about what I said, if you have another view, I would love to hear it. But I will add some information. You can see an offer at my website, and it's WHW offer, specially for you. And we're going to start this 26th of October to make a plan towards 2021 and to be positive, but not crazy. If you have a question, something you want to talk about, please feel free to get in contact with me. I will put my information on there, and any feedback, anything is welcome. Thank you for listening to me, and see you.